Walmart is now delivering refrigerated and reconstituted prescriptions nationwide. According to a Walmart press release, this new service includes medications such as insulin, GLP-1s, and pediatric amoxicillin and is available across the United States. The move comes 1 year after piloting pharmacy delivery and less than 8 months after expanding it chain wide. With this move, Walmart becomes the first retailer to deliver refrigerated and reconstituted prescriptions alongside groceries and everyday essentials in one single convenient online order. Joanna, we're going to you first on this one. On a scale of 1 to 10, how significant do you think the same day RX move is from Walmart?
Okay, so I broke it down. I've got a couple different scores here, but just wanted to kind of nerd out. Ones. I know, but they're all good. Spoiler alert. So a couple different stats just to kind of ground us, right? Ooh. So healthcare in the U.S., $4.5 trillion industry. Walmart has continuously been pushing deeper into the space. 60% of U.S. adults are on prescription drugs. 25% of them are taking 4 or more. So this is definitely a ripe market. And then Walmart did say in their release that these refrigerated medications are about 30% of their pharmacy sales annually, which is something to the tune of 500 million prescriptions a year that they're filling on a whole. And so the basket is large. Now I think I'm going to start with, I'll give it an 8. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh my gosh. Someone's been watching Dancing. Yeah, somebody's been watching Dancing with the Stars.
I know. I need my inner Carrie Inaba, but I give it an 8 for convenience and consumer stickiness. I think that this really is, around getting some additional consumers and also the convenience play. So Walmart knows and has recognized that they have customers that may not be willing to shop their physical stores, but will shop them online. And so this is an opportunity for them to deliver a full basket now and really go after getting that entire basket. And we know that they've been focused on that, getting the entire basket through rapid delivery for a while now. So this is another play in that direction. And the convenience element can't be overlooked, given that Walmart does continue to signal that time is an important currency that they must win. And so the convenience, if I can put this in my basket, I can schedule the delivery time of it. This really goes beyond everyday life and really extends into people who may work odd hours and can't make it to a traditional pharmacy for pickup. Or to people who don't have reliable transportation or the elderly who may not be able to drive and get it. And so it does create more access for their medications to be received on time. And if you've got the means for the Walmart Plus membership to get this, then free of any delivery charges, that's just even better. But I will say that I did think about it and give it one other quick score, which was a 9.5 on 9.5 signaling. Because
competitive signaling, that's great.
I do really think that this is a firm statement by Walmart saying, healthcare is very much a part of retail, and we are here and intend to own that. And I think we'll see what that does to raise the bar for CVS or Walgreens if they pull this off well.
Well, brilliant scoring by Joanna on this one. I think, Joanna, the other thing too, I'm not going to go as wide into the types of prescription drugs as you did with your stats, but I did pull out one stat that I think is very important, especially with the increase that we're seeing in GLP-1s. Drugs like Ozempic and Wegovy do have to be refrigerated. And as of May 2025, between 11 and 13% of Americans are using those drugs alone. They're looking for the lowest price point. So I think, Joanna, right, spot on to your point. They're going to look for the most convenient way to get these drugs and the most affordable way to get these drugs, alongside the convenience of getting anything else they need in drug and grocery in that same order. And this puts Walmart, I think, in a really strategic position, as you highlighted. So well done, Joanna. Mohit, I feel like we need to go to you. Where are your props? What are your scores here? 1 to 10.
I mean, listen, I was not watching Dancing with the Stars, so I don't have to have, I can make up for it in other ways. I think, listen, this is a very significant move, right? I'll probably put it as an 11.
Wow.
Right. I mean, if you kind of
11.
think about it, there's probably three tentacles to this. The first one is, depending on whatever data source you believe, there's anywhere between 25 to 50 million Walmart Plus consumers in the US today, right? And Walmart has not been shy around making sure that program grows at breakneck speed. So
Yeah.
that is one element of it. The second element of it is they now control a little over 5% of US prescription market and has have been seeing double-digit growth in recent years, although they have been a little late to this game as compared to other drugstores, and especially with some of the other changes with Kroger and Albertson, right? They have really picked up pace in this space, right? So this is again a step in that direction. The third element is, we all saw a fundamental shift in consumer behavior and accelerating of specific trends around convenience post-COVID. And this just continues to kind of, reinforce that consumer is the new channel, right? And you
Yep.
gotta serve them in the way they are most used to and kind of, where they kind of want to go in the future. So what I do expect to see is beyond this, right? Like what would be Amazon's response? How do
Sure.
Walgreens and CVS kind of respond to it? Um, if we have to look at both CVS and Walgreens, they have really um, thought about partnership as an approach to deliver these capabilities versus building it in-house. Amazon is
Right.
going to be different. So, in the end, it's going to be a big, big win for the consumer is how I see this.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris, we've got an 8.5, a 9.5, and an 11. What is your score? I feel like we just need to throw away the format and we're just going with Dancing with the Stars at this point in
Oh
time.
yeah,
So,
right.
what's your
Yes.
grade?
What's my grade? I'm gonna give it a 7 5/8, Ann. So I'm gonna go a
Oh,
little bit lower here. Um,
okay.
and there's a couple of reasons for that. I think, one is the consumer has to want to do this. So if I assume the consumer wants to do this, then I think it is on the pretty significant scale. And 7 5/8, it's still a pretty strong score. Don't get me wrong, especially for me. And the Walmart Plus thing, which has been said, is huge. I'm a convert on that, as you are now. Like I go to Walmart Plus first every time I want to order something over
Yep.
Amazon. I've just gotten in that habit now. It's what I do because the service is actually really good. They keep you informed of where things are. The delivery seems to be faster as well.
Yep.
And so like now they're adding RX to it, and so it compels me to try that at some point. And so net at the end of the day, it means incremental revenue and share in what is a large, almost essentially new business for Walmart in a lot of ways, in terms of getting this delivered online and with a new demographic too, as Walmart
Yep.
Plus has shown, it gets you into the higher paid demographic. The caveat I have with it though is, and Mohit, I didn't think about it until you said this, and Annie kind of bridged off what you said too, is will the consumer actually want to do this? Like, is getting a refrigerated prescription, does that create more friction or less friction for me if I get that delivered to my house versus just going and picking it up? Because then I got to be there at a certain time. That delivery has to arrive. So I do worry a little bit that, Walmart's been doing a lot of great things, but, you can't go too fast on some of this stuff too. And I imagine there's some pain points that are going to be uncovered along the way. So that's why I'm a little bit up in like on not quite a 9 10 range.
Yeah, it'll be interesting since they rolled this out so quickly. I mean, 8 months after they started piloting this, my guess is that they have a lot of those. They found out a lot of those kinks, early on. But I think, closing us out, Chris, I think I thought too about like the pediatric amoxicillin too. I mean, how great would it be to be leaving the doctor's office, have the refrigerated amoxicillin plus, any other drug needs or vitamins or whatever you need to get your kid back and healthy and not have to bring them into a store. Like, I think it's stuff like that if you're right, as long as they got the timing down and they can make sure that product is still arriving in the condition it needs to be, it is offering that convenience that Joanna talked about at the start. So
Yeah,
let's
the
move on.
confidence interval has to be very wide to do this correctly.
Yes.
So, all right.
Yes.